talk about now is just some of the community-based programs. Again, for the town of Ulster being the business hub of the community of Ulster County, what we want to do is we want to increase visibility in the business areas. And by doing that, we're going to put out increased patrols. Well, some of the ways we do that, and people see it but don't know, is on Friday and Saturday nights, we have patrols in the Hudson Valley Mall and in Regal Cinemas. And that's funded by the businesses. So it doesn't come out of the taxpayer's pocket. The businesses pay for that, and it's able for us to put increased patrols out in the mall area, into the cinema area, to have them there in those mass gathering areas, because unfortunately, again, for us, in the town of Ulster, we have 12,000 residents maybe that live there, but the influx when the businesses are open go anywhere upward to maybe 50,000. We have a large number of people, and it even increases during the holiday season. So we want to have increased visibility in those areas. Some of the other things we talk about is increased traffic enforcement. And I know it jumps around a little, but for us, and it's very simple, I tell our guys, you make more traffic stops because it's important, because in the town of Ulster and as a community as a whole, when crime occurs, the automobile is involved. You know, you're going to or from certain places committing a crime, you're traveling those routes, you're using the automobile. And if we're out there stopping more cars because we have all those highways, we're going to find more criminal activity, and that is really big. You know, we touch on some other things that we do as far as in the schools. We have a school resource officer. We also have, and he's in Miller. In the other elementary schools, 3 elementary schools, Crosby, Chambers, and Xena in Woodstock, we have a juvenile detective. He still teaches the DARE program. He's been doing it for 20 years. I think it's effective. He gets to those young people at an early age, in the early grades, and he humanizes police. You know, he makes the kids understand what we're about and what those things are about, and it's important. Beside that, a couple other community-based things we do are things like Operation Safe Child, handing out the child IDs and things like that. We also have the car seat programs. Again, Chief Tinty already mentioned the DDACs, but simply for us with DDACs, it's about moving those patrols to our problem areas at the problem times. You know, Ulster Avenue in the business district in the evening hours when we're having issues. A lot of traffic accident calls, you know, the shoplifters are up, or problems for calls for service regarding any type of larcenies. That's what we do, is try to move those patrol cars to those areas. You know, the other things we do is detective association meetings. This isn't something that just Ulster does. This is done in the county. Countywide, we have monthly detective association meetings, and they interact. They report crime to each other, crime trends. Again, because like I said before, crime knows no boundaries. Something that's happening here in Ulster, it's probably going on in Sorgeties, going on in Kingston, going on in the southern half of the county, and also in the state. They use the thruway as a corridor to our area, from the city to come up into our business district. We put out bulletins, flyers. We do this through emails. The town of Ulster is very fortunate. What we did early on, and other agencies jumped on board and all worked together, we have an email flyer list of probably over 200 agencies and investigators from agencies that span from above Albany all the way down to New York City. And beside that, we also use the state police, their counterterrorism crime units, to disperse that stuff even further. That stuff will go out statewide. It can go out through the whole East Coast, through the fusion centers. You know, we talk about, for us, our community interaction, and it's been spoken here tonight. What we really want is the quality of life concerns. For us, it's, you know, the people leave their vehicles unlocked in the neighborhoods, in the residents, and we have crime of opportunists. That's what I call them. They're opportunists. They go in these unlocked cars and they steal whatever they can because it's easy cash. You know, taking a change out of your car, your GPS, your cell phone, your computer, they're opportunists. If we can get the community to do one thing, lock your cars. It's very important. The other thing is speeders in the neighborhoods. Again, being out there, being seen, being more active. Quality control. For us, specifically myself in the town of Ulster, I really want to know, are we getting it right? You know, I want the community to be able to realize they can feedback with me. Not that I give out my cell phone number to everybody, but everyone can get my email address. It's very simple. It's on our website. You know, we have it through Facebook. You know, you go there, send me an email. If you're having a problem with our establishment or you think there's something wrong, I want to know. It's the only way we're going to have quality control. Are we getting it right? If there's an issue, I can follow up on it. You know, maybe the public just doesn't understand. And crime reduction. This has been said a lot tonight. See something, say something. The reality is that started, I believe the state started that through terrorism. It was a terrorism, the slogan for terrorism tips is if you see something suspicious, say something and report it. Well, you know, that's an all crimes approach. It's not just for terrorism. And it's so important. You see something, you say something, you know, we want the public to be more proactive. I know in my career, and I could probably say for the other guys with investigative background, I don't know how many times we've done neighborhood canvases or talked to the community and they said, you know, I saw that, I wasn't sure if it was right, I didn't want to call and bother you. You know what, we want to be bothered. All of our agencies, we want to get calls. We want to know, we want you to take that proactive step. If you look out your window and it doesn't look right, call us, trust your gut. That's probably one of the biggest messages we can get through tonight. If you see something that's not right, call us. Now I'll talk about community notifications. And I believe a lot of the agencies use this. This isn't something, we learned it from everybody. Facebook, the town of Ulster, we just started our Facebook page back in December. The reason why is the sheriff's office had it, Kingston had it, the state police had it. You know, we went to meetings, we talked. I saw it, I said, wow, this is important. It's a way for us to interact with the community. We can put out our press releases, we can put out our public notifications. You know, we can interact and get feedback. I saw it, it's time consuming, but it was worth it. The town of Ulster decided, hey, we have to get on board with this. This is technology, this is the future. This is how people, you know, communicate. We have our webpage, ulsterpolice.com. It's very simple. You can go on there. Through that, you can have accessibility to your accident reports. You can FOIL requests. They simply are freedom of information. Basically, if you want to file to find out about a blotter or an incident that involved you or you have some knowledge about, you want more information, you can fill out that FOIL request. You can email back to us. You can fax it to us. It's very simple. It's accessibility. Same thing, you can go on and get accident reports. Just simply, when you were involved in an accident in the town of Ulster, an officer should hand you the information about the accident number, at least when he's done. You can log into the website, click on an icon, it'll bring you over, and you enter your name and that number, and you'll be able to access your accident report. And then Nixle alerts. A big thing again, sheriffs, Kingston, everyone's using it because it's so effective. It's a way for the local police departments themselves to reach out to the community in form of advisories, road closures, you know, things like, you know, water main breaks, you have road closures, we have alerts, lockdowns, any type of community problem. We can get the alert out fast just by logging in, sending it out, and when we send it out, it gets posted to anyone that has access. If you go to if you text 888-777 and in the message board, you put your zip code, you enter that, you'll get the alerts for that area. 12401, Kingston and Ulster. 12449, town of Ulster for the Lake of Treen area. You'll get those alerts and that information. And that's not just something we're doing. Again, all the agencies locally are doing it. Community efforts, Chief Kim.
I'll just make this quick. I see some